Hey, what's up, guys? My name is siyamthandandamase. Darling, if you said that with me, then you already know what time it is. If you did not say my intro, then I know for sure you are new here. So welcome to my channel. My name is siyamthandandamase. I do travel and lifestyle content and sometimes reviews of cars as well as my favorite shows. Today's video is going to be a review of the Ultimatum South Africa reunion, which was quite a buzz, honestly, because everyone enjoyed the show. If you are a regular subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I truly appreciate you guys. Please do follow me on social media. My links are in the description box. Let's get started with this review. And I'm so sorry that this video is delayed, simply because life has been so hectic, guys. I'm shooting 2 shows at once and I'm doing my best, I promise, to be as present as I can on my YouTube channel. So firstly, I just want to say, what was that from the Ultimatum South Africa? What was that from Netflix? What was that from the production company that produced the show? Like, what do you guys... Salamina, babe, I love you so much, but what was that? I feel like people were not held accountable, especially Kanya. Like, she is a bully. She body shamed somebody. She abused someone on the show. And I feel like she owed an apology not only to the person, but also to us who got to witness it. And you know what? She was supposed to be held accountable for that. And I feel like failure to do so has just proven that the reunion was quite messy. Like, the show gave so much. Like, there was so much that they could have unpacked at the reunion, which they did not. So I feel like they missed a point to educate South Africans, to educate the world on women that abuse men, and to raise awareness on such an important thing. That could have been unpacked. She could have been held accountable, and she could have taken the necessary actions that she needed to take. I don't care if she already apologized to him in private. She did it publicly. We as the public also deserve to see, and we deserve to know that she had apologized, and she should have actually apologized to all the people that got to witness that, you know. Lebo, guys, Lebo got her licked back. Like, I was so impressed. If I keep looking down here, just know that my laptop is on top of me because I'm trying to make sure that I don't miss any points that I had noted to that I wanted to discuss, you know. So I was so happy when Lebo got her lick back from Nola, because she broke up with Nola right on stage in front of the entire world, in front of the entire production, because Nola as well also embarrassed him in front of the whole world, in front of the production. So I feel like the apology should be as loud as the embarrassment, and if you want to get your lick back, then you should get it as loud as you received the other lick, you know. If you did me wrong, and that way you also, if I want a revenge, I have to avenge myself in a way that's similar to what she did to me. Some people feel better doing that, some people don't, but I'm just saying she did very well. She is Queen Petty. She is my queen. I am so proud that she did that for herself. And I think she actually rekindled their relationship so that she could detach herself and break away without regrets, you know. Because sometimes you can still be with a person even if you don't love them, but you are not ready to let go. So letting go when you're ready, when it's gonna hurt you less, is something that I totally support. Honestly, you should always do what's best for you. So Lebo, shout out to you. And you know what, Nola, I'm not even sure, my brother, if I'm sorry or not. I liked the fact that Ruth did not I like the fact that Lebo did not fight Ruth, right? Because sometimes women tend to fight the other woman in the relationship instead of fighting the man, because the one person that owes you loyalty is the man, not the other woman, because the other woman is not even familiar with you. The other woman is not dating you. She's not the one that's dating you. So I was so happy that she didn't feel the need to attack Ruth, because other people normally attack the other woman instead of the man. So I really like that. Yeah, so Lebo really held Nola accountable, and I like that. Like, I feel like men honestly need to be held accountable so that they can know that the things that they do are wrong, okay? And Nola honestly can put up a show. I think he knows how to make TV. I think he knows how to manipulate situations and people. Because did you see that when Lebo broke up with him, he tried to cry fake tears on stage? He tried to get up and to walk off stage. You started it. You started this entire thing. So let her finish it for you, because clearly you felt it's good enough. You felt like it's okay for you to embarrass somebody like that on national TV. So if the embarrassment back at you is just as equal, then it should not be an issue, because why are you dishing out something you know very well that you can't take? You must always give what you are willing to take. Another person that I really admired this season has to be Ruth, you know. For me, Ruth is very honest, and the only reason why I think other people would not like Ruth is because as a woman, she's very sexually liberated, and sometimes women are just not expected to be like that. It's only men that are expected. No, we're also human beings. We also have feelings. We also are supposed to live lives. We're supposed to live our lives. We only have one life to live, and you don't have any other one after that. So I loved how unapologetic she was, and that she stood her ground, and she was like, I'm not apologizing for that. Even at the reunion, she didn't feel like she owed Nola an apology. She just stuck to her saying, Yoba, I don't regret doing what I did. I did it because I wanted to do it. And I love that. She was so confident. She always spoke her mind. I really, really like that, that she did what she wanted whenever she wanted and how she wanted to, Talk about Lindile and Cesar. Talking about Lindile and Cesar, honestly, I'm going to have to drag Cesar into my views, simply because I just feel like, babes, you could have gotten out of that situation. I know Lindile is a hot man. Like, Lindile looks hot. Lindile looks the part. He just has to remove the gold tooth, which I think he did. But he's a very appealing man, but I just don't think he is mentally matured enough to be married. I think if you can just move on like that, like how we spoke about on my previous video, on the first video where I was reviewing the show, but also I'm reviewing some things that have happened at the reunion. I feel like he's not mentally matured enough, because you know very well that, like, to get married, because you know that before you propose to somebody, or before you even speak about marriage, before you give somebody an ultimatum, you need to have had a plan of how you're going to pay lobola. Lobola is sort of like a prize money that the husband's family pays to the girl's family, just to thank them for raising her well. Hopefully I am explaining it well. It's just to thank the parents for raising their daughter in a great manner. It's basically to thank the family for raising their daughter in a great manner, to building her to the type of woman she is now. It's just say thank you. It's an appreciation thing. It's prize money. So I just feel like it's a tradition in South African families, and some African families. So you knew very well that in order for you to get married to her, you need to have had lobola money. Why are you proposing without having the dowry money? Why are you proposing without having a plan as to what comes next? How are you going to pay the prize money? Every South African person knows very well that in order for you to take a wife, if you are a black South African man, you know very well you're going to have to pay lobola to the family. There's quite a few families in Africa that don't pay lobola, but in South Africa, it's a very big thing. It's a very popular thing that everybody knows. I am not letting you go down on your knee and promise me the world and the earth without promise me the heavens and the earth without you having a plan. And when I say plan, I mean money in the account enough to pay the prize money, to pay the lobola money. You are not going to do that to me. You're not going to embarrass me like that on national television. Now, everyone knows that Cesar Kele is taken. Everyone knows that Cesar Kele is now engaged to this guy. But this guy, a year later, still hasn't paid lobola or a portion of it. And the thing about lobola is that it doesn't have to be the entire amount of money. You can pay you can pay piece by piece. You can pay yearly. I don't know. You can pay. You can basically pay in installments. So I just feel like he was just supposed to have a few cars ready and just go pay what he could. But you're an actor that does not have a standard income, but you're proposing on national television and giving somebody an ultimatum. I just feel like he went on the show for exposure. I am starting to believe that he went on the show to build his brand, to introduce himself. I don't think he went on the show to give an ultimatum. If he did, then he's not matured enough, because clearly he did not or does not have a plan. A year later, so Zasana, I would never put a ring on my finger without you going to visit my family, without you writing a letter to my family, without your uncles going to visit my family and put down a few cards. I'm not doing that. Like, I wouldn't. Oh, my parents would turn and toss on their graves. They would never rest in eternal peace if I would ever do that. But also, I respect myself and I respect my parents to not even put them through such a thing, or my family name. So, Sizagela, I'm sorry to drag you into this, but my babe, I'm going to need you to stand up. I'm going to need you to stand on business ASAP. Come on now. You're lovely, love you, but no. No. We all know very well that Lindile knows that any man would be very lucky to have Sizagele as their woman, because she's such a wholesome woman. She looks like a woman that would be able to run a home. She is beautiful. She has a beautiful heart, you can tell. So it's like she's a catch. But my thing is, don't go fishing for me if you don't have a plan on how you're gonna feed me Why are you keeping me around as a pet? Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah, so that I did not understand. And then going on to Aiden and Courtney, honestly, for me, they're still my favorite couple. I'm so glad Aiden found a job. I'm so glad that there's a happy ending there. Honestly, I want them to do well in their relationship. And I feel like, given how matured Aiden is and the type of person he is, now I'm judging his character through the show. I just feel like he's a good man, Savannah. Like, he's a good man. And I think Courtney is also a good woman. So they do deserve each other. And do you remember there's a part on the show where Aiden was so happy that Lebo broke up with Nola, and he was even clapping hands. But I'm so glad that Aiden is able to be that type of friend to Lebo and just to take care of women. I feel like he takes care of women. I feel like he's a good person. He's a good man, Savannah, like I said earlier. So I'm so glad that Lebo has gained two good friends that are Aiden and Isaac through their reaction on the show, and how Isaac was saying that him and Lebo often talk. Did you guys see Nola trying to make it seem like Isaac and Lebo have something going on, as if like Isaac or Lebo was cheating on him with Isaac? Like, Nola is, something is off there. I don't know whether he doesn't take life seriously, or he doesn't take Lebo seriously, or he doesn't take people seriously, or he doesn't take life seriously in general, because there are people like that laugh at everything, and you know what, if you don't laugh you will cry. So it kind of off that makes me not want to take him as seriously, because at some point I'm just like, how dare you even think that of Lebo, that Lebo was cheating on you with Isaac, that Lebo was probably doing something with Isaac, when you know very well the reason why you feel like that is because you know the things you were doing. You know how you mistreated Lebo. You know the things you've done to that girl. So that is why you feel guilty. And now you want to make it seem like she's also like you. Granted, that's not the case. Lebo is a good woman, and I'm glad that she did not try to do something with Isaac while she's still with Nola. Otherwise, girl, you're more than welcome to indulge. You are single. You are free to be the woman of your dreams and to be the person that you want to be, and to date whoever you would like to date. You do not owe Nola any loyalty. He's your ex for a reason, and he's there because of the things he did to you. He hurt you, not the other way around. So I'm so glad that my girl stood her ground and was just like, how can you even think that? You know? I was so happy at the reunion to see that Lebo is doing so much better without Nola, you know. So hopefully she's gonna be fine, and that she's gonna be able to move on in her life. Another couple that made me happy that they separate is Ruth and Isaac. Ruth sounds like she's happy in the current relationship she is in right now. She looks happy, and Isaac looks happy to be single. So hopefully he finds somebody that's compatible with him, and somebody that's gonna want the same things as him. I just hope in future he doesn't hide his girlfriend anymore. Let's go to Genesis. I want to first speak about Genesis by himself, because I feel like he's so emotionally intelligent, hey? Because on the show, he was able to articulate himself and his feelings very well, and he also showed up for Nola when Nola walked off stage and he went to talk to him. You know, he's such a green flag. And even when his girl was smitten by Lindile, he understood the position she was in, but he still tried to fight for his woman. He didn't try fight Lindile. He didn't try, he did his best to be a better man for his woman. And I really, really like that, you know. He didn't throw tantrums. He didn't throw drama around. He just won his girl back. Like, he's just a man that just wanted his woman back. And you know what? He earned his woman back. That's that. As far as Tabby goes, I feel I have nothing to say about her, because I feel like she's still very much smitten with Lindile. Even though she has a good man around her, I feel like her eyes are still, I don't know whether it's lust or is it actually the thought of wondering how things would have worked out between the two of them. I don't know, either lust or curiosity, but there's something there. She's still very much smitten over Lindile. And you know what? I wish Genesis the best, because Genesis sounds like a very emotionally intelligent man. He sounds like a man who's in touch with his emotions. And I really, really like that. And that's so rare to find. So I just hope that, Tabby, babes, you don't make the wrong decisions and you start looking at your plate and eating from your plate, because your plate is full. Don't look at what the other plate next door is like, because you don't know what you'd be dealing with. And the thing about the show, you know only a portion of the type of person those people are, because you don't know them that well. You don't know them outside of the show yet, until you would leave the show and then get to experience them in real life. But my thing is like, what are the chances that Tabby would ever get to experience Lindile? Because Lindile is with his girl, you know? And Lindile sounds like a person that has double standards. Sorry to go back to him, but it sounds like a man that has double standards. I don't know whether it was the editor on the show, but man, he sounds like he's got double standards. Tabby girl, you better get up, you better wake up, because Genesis is a catch. I'm telling you, especially in South Africa, as a man, please, are big. Wake up, my sister, wake up. Okay, okay, let's come to the most chaotic duo of the season, Kanya and Kateko. Hey, Kosiam. Like I said earlier, that I feel like Kanya was not held accountable with anything she did on the show. I still share the same sentiments. I feel like they slept on so many educational points, and that's kind of weird, honestly speaking. Hopefully she was held accountable outside of the screens, outside of us seeing it. I hope so. I'm praying so, because people like that need to be held accountable. Otherwise, they will not know that what they're doing is wrong. It's going to multiply, and it's going to be a thing of, it's going to be toxic. It's going to keep growing, and they're going to think it's okay to do that to other people only because they were not held accountable. So I need Kanya to be held accountable. And I know for sure that Kateko's not the person to do that with. Like, I know Kateko would never hold her accountable, because first of all, they don't have a baby together. That guy was tiptoeing around her. That guy was Kateko, you need help. Kateko, I hope you get help, either through therapy. He did say that they're going through therapy, him and Kanya, for the sake of their family. I do want him to go through individual therapy as well, because I feel like he needs that, and he needs to heal so many parts of him that are damaged. And when I say he needs help, I mean now he's becoming toxic because of what he's been exposed to. So I'm hoping he can see and try improve and grow, and just try heal certain parts of him that are not in a good condition, or certain parts of him that are damaged, basically. Yeah, amen. And I feel like, as a person that was bullied, Kanya triggered me so much on the show, and I was waiting for the reunion so that she can get held accountable, and she was not held accountable, man. I'll keep saying that. She was not educated at all. Now, Kateko went right ahead and went to have a baby with this person. But apparently, I heard something about that the baby, by the time they had the baby, immediately after the show, something like that, I don't know. I think she was already pregnant on the show, or it was early days, I don't know. But apparently the baby thing was before they broke up. So I can't blame them, because the baby is a blessing from God. I just hope that they both learn to grow and to be better people, so that that baby can grow up in a loving environment, and that they both make sure that their baby is better than both of them, you know, because a child deserves love. A child deserves to grow up in a safe space, in a clean space, you know. So I hope that they will grow from this. However, to Netflix and Salamina, I just want to say that calling Kanya outspoken was not it. Salamina, you called Kanya outspoken, and I feel like the reunion was pre-recorded. That was a good time for production to stop the production and say, no, that's not the case. It needs to be addressed. People need to be held accountable, because it was not live. It was not broadcasted live while it was recording. It was pre-recorded, got into editing. They could have stopped it there and there on stage and said, Kanya's not outspoken, she's a bully, she body shamed somebody, and that she's abusive. But I don't know what their reasons were for letting that slide, and for Salamina to call Kanya outspoken. And Salamina just kept laughing and smiling with her, man. And I'm just like, babe, no, hold her accountable. But I was not in studio, so I don't know the entire story. However, from what I've seen, I will say I feel like she was not held accountable. And there's no way that a person that has physically and verbally abused people, body shamed, overall has behaved in a distasteful manner towards other people, there's no way you describe that person as outspoken. That's not being outspoken. Outspoken is a total different thing. Outspoken does not mean mean. Outspoken does not mean bully. Outspoken does not mean body shaming. Outspoken does not mean abusive. That's not what outspoken is. Outspoken is a total different thing. So I feel like there was a moment of education there, but then it was not used. There was a moment to educate, but it was not used. Accountability was just not found. I just feel like Kanya was coddled. Nobody was held accountable. Honestly, the reunion was disappointing. The show gave, but the reunion did not give. Because the reunion is the point where people are supposed to be held accountable, where our questions get answered. I just feel like this reunion gave nothing. Like, the only exciting point of the reunion was the part where Label broke up with Nola, the part where Ruth and Isaac updated us a bit about themselves, finding out the embarrassment that Lindile has not lobolad yet. And this is not to shame him, but I just feel like don't propose if you don't have a plan. Yeah, I just feel like only a few things were answered because we did want to know where people are. I loved the ending that Aiden and Courtney gave. Honestly, I would bet my money on them that they are the it couple. Even if we're going to a reunion 10 days later of the Ultimatum South Africa, I feel like they would still give because their thing seems very solid. The rest of the couples, I don't think that's the case. Like how I said that if Genesis is a good man, it looks like he deserves a good woman. However, his partner would be good for him if she would stop being smitten over Lindile. Caesar deserves much better. Isaac and Ruth, great. They're great. Separate them together. Yeah, man, I just feel like the reunion could have given, but it didn't give. However, thank you to Netflix for the entertainment. It kept us busy, it kept us entertained. But most importantly, I just want to say thank you to you for watching this review. I had to make sure that I record this video and close the Ultimatum essay series because I don't like starting things and not finishing them. Also today, I did not beat my face simply because I am going for a skin consultation right after this video. So I could not put on makeup today and I only have today to film this video. Otherwise, life goes on. My next video is going to be a story time or a reaction thread, and then later on there's going to be a story time in between the two. If you have not subscribed already, please get into subscribing. If this video is all over, I am so sorry. I am rushing. I don't want to be late for my appointment. More than anything, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. You guys have been subscribing and I'm so happy. I am on the road to 25,000. I'm almost there. Can't wait to get to 30k, and I just want to say thank you for your support, thank you for your love, thank you for your comments. I love hearing from you, so please do drop a comment right below and I cannot wait to respond to you. I can't wait to interact with you. Do not forget to like the video, do not forget to subscribe. I will see you guys on my next video. From myself, siyamthandandamase, and the N is for Damase. Darling, this is goodbye for now. Bye. Let me know if you guys want me to review Real Housewives, the ultimate girls trip that's in Jamaica, because I feel like I want to review it. I'm loving it. But let me know. I will do it. I love you guys so much. Bye.